Well, welcome to another live stream unboxing. This is actually the third box that we're going to be unboxing tonight. The first night, I'm trying to remember the day of the week. Isn't that sad? It's just been one of those weeks. Today is, I believe, Thursday, right? Let me double check. No, today's Wednesday. So on Monday, we had three boxes that we could unbox, and I let you as the audience pick the one we were going to unbox. Well, we ended up unboxing a machine that I just received from Hamburg, Germany. It's a machine that originally I was going to restore, and then we ended up talking, myself and the customer, and we just decided it made more sense for me to just buy the machine, which is what I did. So now I'm going to be prepping that machine for sale, and it's the Queen of Singers. The Queen of Singers, which is a 222K, and in the production group size for that machine that I unboxed on Monday, there were only 400 machines. That is like a mega unicorn. And then last night, we had two boxes left, one from London, England that just arrived for service. I actually said London, England. I'm not making it up. You can go back and watch that live stream if you'd like. But that was Husqvarna 21A, and some issues. It got a little bit of damage coming those 4,000 miles from London, England, and that was the machine or the box that was picked last night. We're down to one now. And I'm excited to do this one because there is a customer of mine, a very sweet gal, that has already stepped forward and said, I want to buy a Centennial Featherweight 221 from you, Scott. And she sent the deposit, and so everything is moving forward. And this is the one that I had in mind for Thalia. This one right here. This is the one that I was going to prep for Thalia. And then I ended up finding an original owner Centennial Featherweight online. And so I said to her, guess what? We can either continue forward with this one, which I'll show you guys again tonight, or I just purchased another original owner Centennial Featherweight that we're going to be unboxing, and I'll put the two side by side, and then on the live stream, you could decide which of the two you want. So that's kind of what the game plan is tonight. Is Thalia is hopefully going to be able to join the live stream, and if she is in the live stream, once we get this Centennial Featherweight 221 unboxed, we'll put them side by side, and then she can say, I want that one on the left, or I want that one on the right still that I was looking at to begin with. So pretty cool. And I love doing that for customers. If I know they're looking for a machine, I'm going to go to the ends of the earth to find the finest machine original owner that I can. So this one that I told her about originally that she said, yep, that one's perfect, is originally from Illinois. This one is from Massachusetts. So Massachusetts, Illinois, Massachusetts. It'll be up to Thalia if she's in this live stream. Otherwise, you know what, if she somehow misses it, if something comes up and she just can't make it, I'll probably let her pick after the live stream as well. So yeah. And I should probably try to at least attempt to protect the privacy of the party that I got this from. I'll just leave the city and state open. So if anyone's in the live stream and they want to help us with knowing a little bit more about where this Centennial Featherweight came from, bought brand new by the family, passed down through generations. And it came out of Haverhill, Massachusetts. If I'm saying that right, it's Haverhill, Haverhill, Massachusetts. Maybe they pronounce it differently there, but I don't live there, so I can say it wrong and get away with it. But if anyone wants to Google Haverhill, Massachusetts, and tell us a little bit about that city, what's unique about it? What is their claim to fame, as they say? That would be cool. That would be super cool. And I'm just taking a quick glimpse at the chat, and it looks like we have a lot of folks joining already. We've got Susie. Looks like we have Susie and Jennifer and Emma. And oh, wonderful! We do have Thalia here. I was just talking about you, Thalia. I didn't look at the chat. I didn't know that you'd already joined. So yeah, what I said, Thalia, that's in the chat, is the one that already ordered a Centennial Featherweight for me. And now she'll have a choice once we unbox this one to pick between the two Centennial Featherweights. They're both going to be absolutely drop dead gorgeous and so perfect stitches when I get done with them. You guys know that already. And I'm going to make sure that they look just absolutely drop dead gorgeous. So either one of these featherweights is going to be like, are you kidding me? If you go to a quilting retreat or something like that, everyone is going to hate you because number one, you've got a featherweight. Number two, because it's a Centennial Featherweight. Centennial Featherweights are like unicorns unto themselves. So it's going to be fun to see what we find in here with this original owner one that came out of the great state of Massachusetts. All right, let me pick a little bit more music and we will continue this. And you guys can't see it, but I've got a little bowl of rabbit food outside of my workshop window, and there's a little bunny out there eating right now. He or she is looking at me like, "Hey, what's going on? What are you locked in a cage and I'm looking at you?" Yeah. You never know, right? All right, a little bit of dramatic music to get us going here. But YouTube has been having major problems with their music library that I usually play during premieres and during live streams. It'll start and then it'll cut out. So I might have to step over there and turn that silly thing on again. So hello to Kevin and Doreen as well from the great state of Iowa. And if y'all don't follow me on Facebook and don't know it, Kevin and Doreen drove all the way from Iowa to the workshop about the same time that that Maddie did. And Maddie came from Florida. They came from Iowa. We had a chance to sit down and have lunch together. We had a chance to drive out on the causeway together as well, which was really cool. When someone makes the effort to travel that distance from Florida and Iowa to the workshop, I'm going to treat you like a rock star. Just so you know that. I'm going to treat you like a total rock star. Take you around, introduce you to the local folks that are part of Ocanto, take you to lunch, go out on the causeway. You know, we're gonna have a pate. We're gonna have a little pate. Who else do we have? Paula. Hello, Paula. And any of you that are brand new to live streams or premieres or whatever, if you see one of the folks and they have like a little wrench in front of them, they're part of my leadership team. They're my inner circle, and feel free to bounce questions off of them. They're very knowledgeable, Paula and also Emma as well. Sunny and Bill are also moderators. So if any of them are here, don't hesitate to step out of the shadows, throw a question at them. If for some reason they don't know, we will research it as a team and get back to you if we have a way of contacting you, or we'll bring it up at the next live stream or premiere. Because we want to be, first of all, above and before anything, we want to be a classroom where we can share knowledge, and we learn from each other in these live streams and premieres all the time. We're always learning from each other. It's so much fun. Oh, wow. Paula's, make sure you read Paula's comment. I just glanced at the chat real quick, and apparently that city out in Massachusetts was named after a sister city or something like that in England. And isn't it cool how the circle comes around? We just unboxed a machine from London, England last night, all the way from London, England. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Wild. Well, I'm gonna turn this over to the moderators now. as far as making you feel welcome. These are wonderful, wonderful folks that really want you to feel like you're a part of us. They love to find out where you're from, if you don't mind sharing that. And I'm going to try to, I might just have to give up on the music. I might have to hum during this live stream. But I want to start getting on this so Thalia can see what this Centennial Featherweight looks like, and then have her pick of the two. She can pick whichever one she wants. So, all right, I'm going to try the music one more time, see what happens. Let's see here. Just bear with me for a second. I'm using my slower laptop to play music, and it might take a little bit to load the page. Oh, that was quick. Wow. Wow, that was really quick. All right, I'm going to try this again. Oh, yeah, a little stomping music. Well, oh, you've got to be kidding. It played like 3 seconds. Holy mackerel. What's going on, buddy? YouTube is trying to block country and western music. That's not cool. All right, let's get this box open and see what kind of Centennial Featherweight we have. And I'm not feeling, remember I said when you're opening up a box like this, you want to kind of press down, see how much clearance you have. I'm not feeling a lot of clearance, so I'm going to make this blade really, really short. Really short, just enough to cut the tape. And I have to acknowledge Thalia and her husband as well. They are both veterans. And actually, Thalia's husband right now is serving in the United States Air Force. And that's where Thalia and her husband met. I hope I'm not sharing any secrets to Thalia that you don't want me to share. But I always love recognizing fellow veterans. And Thalia is a veteran. Her husband is on active duty right now, as far as I know, and is a pilot. So very cool. Very, very cool. And you guys are saying, Scott, you're so basic in your thinking, man. If they're in the Air Force, there's probably a lot of pilots. Yeah, but there's pilots in other branches of service too. Marines and Army. Yeah. All right. So looks like we have a box within a box. So I'm going to cut this down the edge so I can get this inside box out. And I'll cut it real shallow. I don't want to cut too deep in here. And I think on one of the videos, this has happened a couple of times recently, on one of the videos or premieres, I had talked about the fact that Home Depot makes really nice boxes. And this is another person that's using a Home Depot box. I don't know that they actually heard me say that, but I'm just kind of highlighting that fact. Otherwise, I want to get a kickback from Home Depot. You know what I mean? Oh, this is kind of interesting. The tape is kind of sticking to the bottom. They kind of taped one box to the other, so I'm having to battle this just a little bit. So anyone that's in the live stream right now, if you already are the owner of a featherweight, whether it's a 222K or a 221 or a 22-1 or a Centennial featherweight, go ahead and highlight that fact, because we love to just say wow. And a lot of the folks that are still wanting to get their featherweight, whatever type of featherweight it is, they're probably going to love and hate you at the same time. So but go ahead and feel free to share that. We love to know what kind of machines folks have, and since we're focused on a featherweight right now, it'd be great if you'd be willing to share. Hey, yeah, I've got a 221, or like I don't remember if it's Emma or yeah, Emma. Emma has a 222K and might have other featherweights as well. So yeah, all the rest of you just throw it out there. Tell us what you got. Yeah, that feels like it's right up against the top of the box. This is making me a little bit nervous. I feel something kind of pressing through right here. Oh, there goes the music. It lasted longer that time. There's some YouTube technician that keeps kicking the cord or something. And the problem with a lot of the featherweights, as far as the cases, is a lot of them have the leather handles, and they end up just over time, the leather dries out, right? It dries out and it starts to get brittle and it starts to break, and then eventually all you're holding on to is the metal band that runs through the middle of the leather. This one might have a little bit of damage on the leather handle, but I have a source that's out there. There's a number of places actually where you can buy replacement handles now that are all leather. So if the handle is bad on this, I'll go ahead and replace that. Don't worry about that. All right, somebody turn an egg timer on. We'll see how long it takes for the music to stop. That didn't take long, like 2 seconds. Ah! You guys, what are we going to do with you? Doggone it. Son of a gun. I'll only go back there and turn it on a couple more times. Then you guys can just turn music on and listen to music while you're watching this. So overall, some good padding, kind of a box within a box system. The only criticism I would make is that the outside box was about the same size as this one, so there was no field of protection. The whole idea of a box-to-box method that most people feel originated with UPS, and it probably did, is if you're going to have an outside box, you want to have a space of about at least 1.5 to 2 inches, and you fill that with some sort of a cushion as well. And then if the outside box takes a hit, it's got that cushion in between this box. Well, they didn't do that. The folks that sent this to me from Massachusetts. So that would be one thing that I would strongly recommend. If you're going to use this method, no worries, but make sure that outside box is a good 1.5 to 2 inches bigger, so that you can put that cushion of protection around it to really, give as much protection as possible. It goes back to what I always say: you hope for the best, but you always prepare for the worst, right? I'm going to carefully try to open this up so I can access that handle. There's a little piece of string attached to here, but there's nothing attached to it. So I'm going to check the box carefully just in case they had like a key attached to this and it came loose somehow. I'm just going to verify that we've got a good grip. And I'm not a fan of this handle. This handle looks like kind of a rubberized replacement that they may have put on here. I don't think the photos that I got from this customer, or from this seller, I should say, showed a close-up of this handle. I'm going to replace this with an original leather handle, or at least a real nice reproduction. Yep, we're going to replace that. Okay, so I've got that out of there. The box is empty. Hello, Michelle. Welcome, Michelle. I don't think I had greeted Michelle yet. Dr. T, good to see you, Dr. T. And if I missed anyone, please accept my apology. I'm just trying to periodically glance at that chat. So I've got this facing the wrong way. I can see that straight away. And I can see some of the fabric has come off this case a little bit. So this case will need a little bit of restoration as well. And because I have one of these centennials set aside for Thalia. So Thalia has her pick tonight, but if she wants to mix it up and match it, in other words, this case looks like it has a little bit more wear on it than the other one. Well, that's not true. This has a little ding on the edge as well. But if she wants to go with this case over here that has a beautiful handle on it already, and let's say she likes the featherweight centennial that's in this box, I'll let her flip the two. So she can take the machine out of here and put it in her case, and then I'll do all the restorative work on this other case and this other machine and get it ready for another customer. So Thalia is the queen tonight. She gets to pick her machine and pick her case. Just checking this to make sure I didn't drop any keys or anything like that. And I've got more featherweight case keys, so that's not a big deal. Okay, that looks pretty good. Yeah, a little bit of, and this is just a thin fabric that goes on here, so I'm not surprised to see some of that. All in all, not a bad case, but it needs a little bit of restoration. And actually, I see that we're missing one of the clasps on this side too. So that's going to require some restoration there too. I wish we had smell-o-vision with this live stream. This featherweight, wherever the family had it, it has that little bit of a musty smell with it. And I've shown you guys before, when I get cases like this, whether it's a featherweight centennial or a 301 or a 401 or anything else that has kind of a closed case, I've got a spray that I'll show you that works really well on it. And you can always go back to the old standby of vinegar. I'm sure that there are a lot of suggestions that folks could type into the chat on what they've used to eliminate odors. the old baking soda, the vinegar. But this spray is available at most retailers, and it's really brought me some really good results with cases like this that smell real musty. You know what I'm talking about. And this is the stuff right here. It's called Odo Ban. Well, you know what? Instead of reading it, I'll just show it to you. But it's not only a disinfectant, but it also kills germs too, 99.9% germs. It's not going to damage the cloth. It's not going to damage the inside of the container. And it's in a convenient little spray bottle. Yeah. Ha ha! I sprayed it. Let me raise the camera up a little bit. Go away, musty smell. Go away. Go away. It's smelling better already, although you can't smell it wherever you are. So, see that? Just that dirt right there. There's a lot of that odor built up in there. So, even just a good cleaning, there's nothing like a good cleaning when it comes to these cases. So, a little bit of a TP of protection there. I'm not sure how much good that would do unless the whole case were crushed. But you know what? It doesn't hurt, right? Show you the inside of the case as well. So a good cleaning, a good spray down, some restorative work on the outside. I've got to replace that clasp, locking clasp that's missing on the left side. I'll have to go back to the original pictures. I don't remember that missing, but that's something I'll have to work with as well. New handle, and just make this case look presentable and pretty at the same time. All right, let me move this to the side for right now. I'm not a fan of these belts. I would go with an original featherweight belt. These are the kind of almost like a cog type belt, but on a featherweight, that just doesn't work. Unless it were black, then maybe you could pull it off. But this looks nasty, doesn't it? Yeah. So actually, I'm very pleased with the way the decals look on this weight. This is representative of what I saw in the pictures when I was negotiating with this original owner family member. Very, very nice decals all in all. But this will get totally reconditioned, and about 7 to 10 layers of clear coat will go on this machine. 7 to 10 layers of clear coat. So it is going to be a mirror. It's going to basically be a mirror, like the last featherweight you saw me prepare that went out to California. Remember that one that the husband was doing it as a special Christmas gift for his wife, Linda? So that's the way this machine will look when I'm done with it. Or that machine, or that machine, or that machine. Yeah. Hello, Stephen. A quick hello to Stephen. All right. Well, I'm going to let the moderating team kind of take care of you folks, show you some very kind hospitality, get to know each other. And if you're in the shadows right now, looks like we've got about 16 or so people on the live stream. 15 or 16 people, I don't know. But don't be afraid to step out of the shadows. But you know what? If you're not ready yet, that's fine too. Just stay where you're at. Most everyone in this live stream that's involved in the chat right now at one time or another was in the shadows, kind of just watching stuff. You know what I mean? That's totally cool. No pressure. No pressure. You know what? I'm just gonna get this belt off. This will work on another one of my machines, but yeah, not on a featherweight, especially a Centennial featherweight. So this one is going to require a little bit more. I've got some paint loss on the bottom. Got a little bit of rust as well on the bottom plate. This is basically an oil catcher. But again, all of this is going to be made like new by the time I get done with it. But this was stored. I'm not really familiar with Massachusetts, but Massachusetts must be like a lot of the northeastern states where there's a lot of moisture. It's a real moist environment because I can see signs of rust on the bottom. It's just surface rust, but it's rust nonetheless. I'm going to take that needle out too. If you ever buy a machine, never use the needle that's in it, unless it came from the workshop, because when I ship a machine, I always put a brand new needle in. Yeah. Some oxidizing of the paint on the back. It's just a very dirty machine. I'm guessing the family, I don't remember where they said they were storing it, but it had to have been in a very dirty environment. But this will look like it's ready for the Smithsonian by the time I'm done with it. And there's really the thing that most featherweight or future featherweight owners are looking for is that badge mark, that Centennial badge mark. All right, so let me set this one down. I'll try to set it like this and then I'll come off the tripod so Thalia can look at both machines. Actually, I'll do it like this, then I can put the case behind it too. Oh, this is just the foot controller. At least they wrapped it in bubble wrap. But this is going to require rewiring too. I don't like the look of this wiring. Yep. That'll get brand new wiring too before it goes out of the workshop door. Okay, so let's get this other featherweight out. Actually, I'm going to set this because the foot controller and wiring is just a foot controller and wiring. See if I can set this maybe to the side and we'll get that case back up there. Or I can just stick it on top of the case too, couldn't I? Our Florida snowbird, I just bumped him with the case. Sorry about that, buddy. Okay, I'll just put the foot controller kind of in the middle. There we go. I can already tell you Thalia is going to pick this case because it also has the original insert as well. It doesn't have that little cubby like you see in a lot of them. It's got the full insert. But I don't want to speak for Thalia. I don't want to speak for her. And although there aren't any attachments with this featherweight Centennial, I'll be giving a full array of attachments with it as well eventually. But isn't that nice to have that little cubby? Still some styrofoam in there. Original owner's manual as well, 221-1. Boy, that styrofoam just follows you. It's like, woo! All right, let me tap that out real quick. There we go. Set that right there. Foot controller for this. Yeah, and this is brand new wiring on here. This one is, I've already replaced this. That's spot on. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. This other featherweight right here, this Centennial, also has a super cool, it's by Nancy Johnson, a very cool commemorative type edition on the featherweight machine. It tells you all kinds of cool facts about the featherweight, and it's kind of a gold leaf. Isn't that lovely? The Legend. They called it the perfect portable possibly the finest lightweight sewing machine on the market. They predicted you could use it for a lifetime. Give it to your daughter and then to your daughter's daughter. They are the two generations of American women who have used the Singer Featherweight 221s, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read all that. But at any rate, it's a really cool book. And if you wondered when I said Nancy Johnson what she looks like, there she is. That is some cool hair. That's like the hair the women used to wear back in the day. And some still do. It's actually kind of pretty. But this book covers 72 pages. And yes, Thalia can pick this too. So, but it covers maintenance, it covers history, it covers operation, all kinds of good stuff. Someone even wrote something in the front of it. That's kind of fun. Yeah, at any rate, that'll go with this one. And a little goodie box. Now, any of you that are really knowledgeable because of being in the classroom, what's the story behind the black bobbin versus the silver bobbin? Is there a story behind that? I know the answer to this, but I'm acting like I don't. Because like I said, sometimes a teacher, always a student. So some of these bobbins are black, some of them are silver. Did someone spray paint them? Or is there another story behind that? If you know, type it into the chat and share it with all of our friends. But all kinds of goodies in this little box. Isn't this cool? Plus the original Singer lubricant. This is not really original Singer lubricant. It's kind of a remake. But yeah, that's what you use on your motor, lubrication points. Cool little metal tin. That's kind of fun. Yeah. I'll show you the inside of this case as well. Just ignore the little styrofoam pieces. I think I just knocked my little person off almost there. So this is the inside of this case. This is an original case as well. And I can tell you, just to be perfectly honest, this one does not smell musty at all. It smells lovely. It doesn't smell like sugar cookies, but you know what? It's close. It is lovely, isn't it? This one has 2 hinges instead of 1. A couple little abrasions and rough spots on there, but I can clean that up fairly well, I think. Oh, let me just raise that up a little bit. This is a nice handle. I'm really, yeah. I wish you could be in the workshop. I'd let you hold it. It just, yeah, that's a nice handle. It even smells. You can still smell the leather on that handle. Yeah, you can. Very, very nice. Nice case. Very nice case. But it's up to Thalia. Thalia might be into musty smells. You never know. I don't know yet. It's possible, but it's not likely. Let me set that there for just a moment. Stay right there. Don't fall. Don't move. All right, let's get the case back there. And this featherweight. And I've got to put this little lid. Here, let's do it like this. The cool little commemorative book. Extra little goodie box. The insert. Look at some of these are black too. Isn't that a hoot? Yeah. Has something to do with a war, doesn't it? Something to do with a war. I'll just set those there for right now. All right, so let's look at this featherweight, shall we? Oh, this is going to be the scale tipper. You know why? Because it already has a red felt on it. So this is the first one that I was talking with Thalia about. And it also needs a little bit of paint work as well. This will be clear coated as well with 7 to 10 layers so that it's gonna shine like a morning star beautifully. And see, this is right. It's got one of the original Singer belts on it. Yes, 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 yes. And there's that badge mark that everyone is dreaming about. So featherweight, why don't we do them from left to right, shall we? Featherweight and case number 1 on the left, featherweight number 2, and case on the right. So 1 and 2. This is number 2. And that's also an original bobbin case as well. Original bobbin cases are very coveted. Very, very coveted. All right, so let me set this down. And I'll be happy to put a manual with this one as well once it's ready. So this is featherweight number 1. Oops, up a little bit higher. There we go. This is the one we just unboxed. And again, if you see imperfections in the paint, don't worry about that. It will be ready for the Smithsonian once I'm done with it, including the paint touch-up as well on the bed. So that's featherweight number 1 with case number 1. Featherweight number 2. Beautiful machines. And they're going to be gorgeous when I get done with them. All right, I'm going to leave all that alone. All right, let me grab the camera. And I haven't looked at the chat. I'd love the one on the right, Scott. You can make... Okay. See, Thalia doesn't mess around. She knows what she's about. She's like, I'm going to take the one on the right, dude. She said Scott, but I'll go. I answer to dude too. So let me declare officially this featherweight 221 Centennial model. And I'm assuming, Thalia, you want this case as well with the insert, the owner's manual original, and the little cool commemorative book as well, correct? I'm just going to look for her response. The one on the right. Okay. I'm sure she wants the case on the right as well, because that's a lot cleaner and it doesn't smell musty either. So, all right. So I'm just going to assume, and one of you moderators just make sure that I've got it right. This unboxing is now concluded. This will be Thalia's 221 that I'm going to take down to my paint shop, and I'm going to bury it in clear coat. So you could shoot at it with a 45 caliber. No, don't shoot it. Don't shoot at the featherweight. I'm only joking. But I'm going to put 7 to 10 layers of clear coat on here and just make this a mirror finish. Just make it absolutely drop dead gorgeous. The decaling is really, really beautiful on this machine already. So I'm not going to replace the decaling on it. And actually, the decaling on this machine is not bad either. It's actually quite nice, but it needs new clear coat, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. And it needs less styrofoam. So this is Thalia's. The case is Thalia's and all the other goodies that I already showed you. She can even have this, but I don't think she cares about that. So, all right. Well, that was easy. Probably.
That was easy.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for attending this unboxing. And I'm going to look at the chat real quick to see if I missed anything. So this is Thalia's. I'm going to go ahead and pack this back up. But I think this will be a real fun book. And I'll have to, maybe I could ask Emma or Paula, if Emma or Paula could find out how I can get another copy of Nancy's The Perfect Portable Featherweight 221 book. I'd like to put a book like this with the other featherweight as well once I get done with it. Yeah, that would be awesome. I think this is a cool book. And that way, if Nancy's looking to get new golf clubs or something like that, we can support that cause at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, this is a fun book. But this is Thalia's now. So you can't have it. If anyone's looking at that and go, hey, can I have that book? No, it's Thalia's now. Sorry. All right. Put that foam in between the bed. Okay, put this one away, and then I'll put the other one out there. This book I should put below there so it doesn't get damaged. Okay, so this is now not for sale. It's sold to Thalia. So you can look at it, but don't touch it unless you write her a note and say, hey, Thalia, can I touch your featherweight? And she'll say, no, but she'll say it very sweetly. All right. That's there. All right, let me take a look at the chat. Oh, these glasses are so dirty. I can't see anything. Steve is asking me to ask for an oil can. Oh, You mean like this? Is this what Steve was talking about, Thalia? One of the original Singer type oiling cans? Steven, you got me into trouble. What the heck, man? Okay, I'm going to throw this into the deal. An original oiling can. Yep. I could show you one that's absolutely ridiculous. I got to show you guys another one that's absolutely ridiculous. Let me set this oil can over here. Okay. So if you're a serious oiler of machines, if I can find it. Okay, I can't find it right now, but I have one that's like about that big, and it's the same design, but it's just ridiculous in size. But I think this would be more appropriate for featherweight, don't you? So, Stephen, you just helped out Thalia. So, thanks for doing that, man. Just don't offer her anything else because then I have to like search around the workshop and see if I can find it. So, okay. So, thrift, if you would, Paula kind of tracked it down. If you would send me a link, I don't do Amazon, so maybe Thrift Books, but and it can even be pre-owned if it's really really nice looking. But that would be cool. I'd like to put that with this one once I'm done with the case and the machine and everything, and just really give someone an extra treat. So, but this machine, once I'm done with it, it's going to be as spectacular as Thalia's pick. So, yeah. All right. I don't think I have to cover anything else, you guys. So we can wrap up this live stream. If you want to continue to chat for a while, get to know each other, get acquainted, find out where folks are from. You know who we haven't seen for a while, and I hope she's okay. You guys know right away who I'm talking about. You remember Christina from Brazil? We haven't seen Christina from Brazil for a while. I hope she's okay. Yeah, we'll have to keep our eye open for her. But y'all take care. Enjoy the music, which is still playing for some reason. I have no idea why. Maybe they fixed it. And yeah, thanks for attending this live stream. Thank you to the moderators for helping everyone to feel welcome and all the other folks that were in attendance. And also to the folks that are still in the shadows that eventually will step out and go, it's me. I've been watching, but I've been hidden no more. Ha ha ha! All right. Well, congratulations to Thalia for making her pick. Again, when I get done with both of these machines, either one could land in the Smithsonian. But right now, I agree. I think Thalia made the right pick with this one over here. So, all right, I got nothing else for you. I got nothing else for you. So, unless the moderators have something they want to share, I'm going to step out of the picture, let you listen to a little bit of music, let you continue to chat, and yeah. Oh, that was so cool. I had no idea who it was, but it was cool still. Yeah. All right. Take care, everybody. Oh, that rabbit is still out there eating. That rabbit is going to weigh like 600 pounds. Dude, leave some food for the other rabbits. They're messing with me now. It's like stopping, it's starting, it's stopping, it's starting. Come on, just finish the song, you silly guy. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Ooh, this is a fun one. What a great song to end this live stream with. All right, I'm seeing men in dresses spinning in circles. Is that wrong? Now they're like breakdancing. What happened to this song? Holy mackerel! All right, y'all have a great rest of the week, and watch out for other premieres and live streams coming up. So great to have all of you here. And thank you to the moderating team again for helping to move things along and take care of folks while I'm busy breathing that musty smell in. Thalia definitely made the right choice until I have a chance to take care of that case. It is, woo! We're talking about like Johnny's feet after soccer practice, and he didn't wash them. He didn't wash them. Why, Johnny? Why? Hey, Dr. Singer, help me put these machines away. The snowbird guy, come on, you never do anything but wear that inner tube. Come on over here and help me out, would you? You want to go over by the machine? Okay, that's fine. This is not Thalia, so you can stand on there. Otherwise, I'd have to get a written consent from her for you to do that. Dr. T's a hoot. He's like, you'll get used to the smell. You'll get used to it. You might, but I'm not gonna push that off on whoever ends up getting this featherweight centennial. No mustiness. Nope. Thank you, Paula. Paula sent me a link already. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Paula. Very cool. All right, you guys, take care.